Hello there, SZ here with another episode of The Weirdo's Guide to Word Eating. I was going to do something extremely silly, which was I finished reading Sister Mine by Nalo Hopkinson, which was fantastic, and I wanted to wait until I received my copy of the paperback in the mail because I read it as an audiobook on Scribd, as I do, and I actually wanted to buy the copy of Sister Mine because I was going to use it as a prop, which is just the type of person I am. But I didn't want to wait, so I just decided to do it anyway. I just decided to do my little post. I'm gonna pull one of these on you again. Yes, I know. It was sort of a random coincidence that I read this book like right after the Library at Mount Char because they share a lot of similar themes, and it's dealing with gods and this sort of realism clashing, or the real world clashing with the world of demigods and deities. So if that sounds familiar, it should, because I found it to be very much in the same lineage as the Library at Mount Char. Throughout the story, there are two things that are going on. One of them is that there's all this tension between Makeda and Abby because Makeda wants to make her own way in the world. She's a grown woman, and Abby wants her to stay in their childhood home with her, and then they have to take care of their father, who's in a convalescent home, but their father is a demigod also. So they come from a family of demigods, and Makeda sort of is trying to find her mojo. She doesn't have any mojo, whereas Abby does. So of course that leads to jealousies and anger. I think that if you have a sister, you could totally relate to the struggle between Makeda and Abby. I certainly did. I'm a younger sister, and I was always trying to make my way, except in high school when I totally tried to hang out and barnacle onto my sister because I didn't know what to do in high school. But other than that, you know, you have this weird sense of like you're tied to this person and you love them, but you hate them too sometimes, especially when you're growing up. Nalo Hopkinson, actually, this Sister Mine was written in or published in 2013, and she has another book that just recently came out this year called Falling in Love with Hominids. So that's a 2015 release, so you should probably check that out. It's a collection of short stories. I haven't read it yet, but I am definitely going to pick up a copy now that I know that I really like her style of writing. She has a lot of like sarcastic, dry wit, and I love that sort of thing. It's right up my alley. Oh, I totally noticed that I pronounced Nalo Hopkinson's name wrong in my earlier video. You have to pardon me, or not, whatever. So this was, as I was mentioning in my other video where I was talking about my TBR stack challenge, I am still getting through that. And this was one of those books I said wouldn't interfere with my reading list, and it's not, but I'm realizing how little time I have left. I'm actually reading Seeker right now, which is in my TBR list. So I'm getting through that. I swear I'm getting through my books. And I'm almost done with Hunter as well. Hunter wasn't really in my TBR challenge, but it was one of those galleys I said I had to read. So I'm getting through that, and I'm hoping to get through Seeker this week and then move on to the next book, which I don't know which one. I don't know which one I'm gonna do. Maybe